Today I'm going to walk you through a few simple things you can do when you're feeling stuck or uninspired that will help you continue to create meaningful content. Let's go. Hey there, my name is Daniel and welcome to another video on Uscreen Health and Fitness, where we help you make money with your fitness content online. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to make more money doing what you love with fitness, go ahead and start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. If you've been creating content for any amount of time, then you've likely had the experience of feeling like you've run out of ideas or topics. You've covered all the big things, so now what? How do you make more videos or podcasts or whatever when you can't find anything else to talk about? It's writer's block for content creation. The good news is that it's just a mirage. There are plenty of other topics for you to dive into, and the best way forward is through that block. Just keep creating. Done is better than perfect, right? So in today's video, we're going to cover 4 simple things you can do to create content even when you're feeling stuck. Number 1, the first thing that you can do is share other people's content with their permission, of course. Please don't ever steal just to try and get attention. It's dumb, it's lazy, it's dishonest, and you're gonna get caught. And if you're clever enough to not get caught, you're still dumb, because you could have put that energy into creating some original content. I see creators all the time sharing other people's content, whether it's sharing a quote from an author or speaker, or reposting an image from someone else on Twitter, or sharing someone else's story and your own story on Instagram. There's no shortage of content out there that's relevant and helpful for your audience, even if you did not personally create it. Whenever you want to share somebody else's content, you should always seek their explicit permission so that if for some reason they decide to come after you, you have evidence that you got their permission, even if it's just a direct message on Instagram. It's okay to share other people's content, especially if it's relevant and valuable for your audience and your niche. You shouldn't be using the content of others for every post, but it should definitely have a place in your content calendar. In fact, I'd recommend setting this up on a rhythm, whether that's once a month or once a week. It's good to share content from other people for a few reasons. It exposes your audience to other creators they may find valuable, and the creator will appreciate it because of the expanded reach they're getting. It creates a sense of goodwill between you and other creators, and they may be more likely to reciprocate, which gets you in front of a new audience for free. And it fills up space on your content calendar, so your content will go further. If you've never done this, I highly recommend giving it a shot. Number 2, conduct an interview. Interviews are another way to introduce amazing creators to your audience. It accomplishes many of the same things as sharing content from other creators, but it adds a personal layer to things. There's no shortage of ways you can do this. You could go live on YouTube or Facebook and have a guest join you. You could record a podcast episode via Zoom or Skype and share that multiple ways. You could even write up a list of questions and email it to the person and then turn their responses into a blog post. Interviewing other people that can provide value to your audience is not only easier for you as a creator, it also helps build a sense of goodwill among your community. It shows that you're connected, that you want to help, and that you'll go out of your way to bring in special guests that can help provide value for your audience. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit the like button below so YouTube knows that I'm doing a good job. Number 3, repurpose your old content. If you've been a creator for any amount of time, then you likely have some content that's older and not getting as much attention anymore. But those old videos and blog posts and even podcasts don't have to sit on a server somewhere gathering digital dust. They're still valuable. You can easily repurpose those pieces of content and reshare them because there are definitely people in your audience who have never seen them before. One of the easiest ways to do this is to take old blog posts and turn them into videos. A blog post is basically a script. All you have to do is take that script, dust it off, maybe spruce it up a little bit, and then shoot a video. On the flip side, you could take an old video and turn it into a blog post. There are actually services like rev.com, which I'll link in the description below, that will transcribe a video for you. You can pay $1 a minute for a professional transcription, or you can pay 10 cents a minute for AI to do it. Obviously, that version will have some mistakes and need some editing, but it's hard to beat that kind of service for that price. Or you can always do it yourself, but either way you end up with a written piece of content that you can add to or do whatever you want and then schedule it for publication. You can do the same thing for podcasts as well. There's no shortage of ways to repurpose content. You can take featured images from blog posts and add quotes over the image, or even as a caption for a social media post. Just get creative, think outside the box for these, but repurposing old content can be a beautiful way to fill out your content calendar. The last thing I'll say comes from personal experience. When I'm feeling stuck as a creator, there are two things I'll do to help me get through it. I do something I love or that makes me happy, and for me that means doing something hard, like a big hike or a really tough workout. Things like that help me clear my mind, get me out of the clutter, and give me some true perspective. The other thing I'll do is consume content from other creative sources. Often I find myself uninspired, and it seems that consuming content from other creators can inspire me and give me new ideas or derivatives of new ideas that I might never otherwise consider. Not to mention that after excessive content consumption, I tend to get bored. I think most of us are that way. And when I get bored, my mind starts to wander and get creative, and I come up with all kinds of new ideas and things that I can try out. With all that said, if coming up with ideas for videos or content is difficult for you, you should watch this video right here on ways you can come up with an endless amount of ideas for whatever it is you're doing. Which of these ideas was the most inspiring for you and why? I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And to learn more about making money with your fitness content online, make sure you subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.